Hi everyone, hope you're all having a great day and that you're all wrapped up nice and warm and cozy at home and not outside in that cold weather. Freezing outside. So today's story is A Squash and a Squeeze. And the author of this story is Julia Donaldson. Can anybody remember that name, Julia Donaldson? She wrote the books that we read not last week, the week before last. Can I remember any of her books? I remember some. The Gruffalo, and The Snail and the Whale, and all of the books we read that week. I can't remember any of the rest of them now. But the other person who wrote this book, or the illustrator of this book, is Axel Scheffler. So he drew all the lovely pictures in this book. And this is a great book because it has lots and lots of rhyming words. And we all know that rhyming words are words that sound the same at the end of the word. So the end of the word sounds the same. Can you think of any rhyming words? If I say the word mat, can you think of a rhyming word? Bat, or sat, or cat. And all of those words sound the same at the end. They all have an at sound at the end. So let's have a read of this book, and you listen out really carefully and see if you can pick out any of the rhyming words. A little old lady lived all by herself, with a table and chairs and a jug on the shelf. A wise old man heard her grumble and grouse. "There's not enough room in my house. Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." So just there, boys and girls, can we see please and squeeze? They both have an ease sound at the end. Please and squeeze. Did everybody hear that? Great. Let's keep going. "Take in your hen," said the wise old man. "Take in my hen, what a curious plan." Well, the hen laid an egg on the fireside rug and flapped round the room, knocking over the jug. The little old lady cried, "What shall I do? It was poky for one, and it's tiny for two. My nose has a tickle, there's no room to sneeze. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take in your goat," said the wise old man. "Take in my goat? What a curious plan." Well, the goat chewed the curtains and trod on the egg, then sat down to nibble the table leg. You see the rhyming words there again, boys and girls? Egg and leg. They both have an egg sound at the end. The little old lady cried, "Glory be! It was tiny for two, and it's teachy for three. The hen pecks the goat, and the goat's got fleas. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take in your pig," said the wise old man. "Take in my pig? What a curious plan." So she took in her pig, who kept chasing the hen and raiding the larder again and again. The little old lady cried, "Stop, I implore! It was teachy for three, and it's teeny for four. Even the pig in the larder agrees. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take in your cow," said the wise old man. "Take in my cow? What a curious plan." Well, the cow took one look and charged straight at the pig, then jumped on the table and tapped out a jig. And we have two more rhyming words here, boys and girls. We have pig and jig, and they both have an ig sound at the end. Pig and jig. Keep going and see what happens. The little old lady cried, "Heavens alive! It was teeny for 4, and it's weeny for 5. I'm tearing my hair out. I'm down on my knees. My house is a squash and a squeeze. And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take them all out," said the wise old man. "But then I'll be back where I first began." So she opened the window, and out flew the hen. "That's better. At least I can sneeze again." She shooed out the goat, and she shoved out the pig. My house is beginning to feel pretty big. And she huffed and she puffed, and she pushed out the cow. Just look at my house. It's enormous now. Thank you, old man, for the work you have done. It was weeny for 5. It's gigantic for 1. There's no need to grumble, and there's no need to grouse. There's plenty of room in my house. And now she's full of frolics and fiddle-dee-dees. It isn't a squash and it isn't a squeeze. Yes, she's full of frolics and fiddle-dee-dees. It isn't a squash or a squeeze. Now, what did you think of that book, boys and girls? Did you enjoy it? I really, really like that book. It's very, very funny, isn't it? Imagine fitting all of those animals into your house or into your kitchen. Definitely be a squash and a squeeze in my house. And I love the book as well because of all of the rhyming words. There was lots of them that we found, and there was lots more that we didn't find. So maybe if we read it again when we get back to school, we can find more rhyming words. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.